In this video, I'd like to show off this very useful tool that is the osrs DPS calculator. I'm pretty sure all of the formulas are the same for this and 2004scape, other than the weakness to spells. I'm not sure if it can be turned off. I haven't used this for magic and I don't see much of a reason to use it for magic right now. It can be used for some pretty neat things, like here I have it set up to see if Strength Amulet is better than a Power Amulet for melee training. Basically, if you don't want to worry about it, you can just always use Strength Amulet, because it's always better when it gives you a new max hit, and when it doesn't, Power Amulet is around 1.5% more DPS, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I wouldn't use this before you're like 60 strength anyways. Switching amulets every 3 levels is cool, but it's only really useful after your levels take hours to get. Another way to use this would be in figuring out if leveling strength or attack is better right now. Usually it's strength, but once you get high enough level, attack levels might be surprisingly good depending on the monster. The higher the monster's defense, the better attack is. So if you're killing greater demons, for example, it might surprise you how good attack levels are. You could also use this tool to figure out if like a certain arrow is worth using. In this example, I have a 50 range Dragonhide setup, and the arrows are different in each. So with 50 range, you can see that the max hit of steel is the same as the max hit of iron. And well, technically you shouldn't use steel arrows at 50 range. This is probably not as relevant when your range is level 50, but once you go higher, taking into account the scarcity of arrows right now, it can be something to think about. With the availability and prices of weapons like Rune Scimitar, it's also useful to see if, for example, Rune Sword is better than Rune Longsword. And here you can see I made 2 setups with 50 melees, both in the aggressive stance with Strength Amulet and the respective weapons. And even though the max hit of Rune Long is 1 higher, the Rune Sword is fast enough to make it better. And it's not just a little bit better, it's actually like 10% better. So yeah, the only annoying thing with this tool is that, let's say I want to edit this to 55 strength, I would have to edit each one individually to see the difference. Or what you can also do is, for example, delete this one, and then once you make a new loadout, it's gonna copy the one you have active. So it's gonna make another Rune Sword with the stats I just edited, and then you can just find the Rune Longsword, and that's it. I think that's pretty much everything you need to know about this tool. I'm gonna put the link in the comments. Again, I don't think this is something you should worry about until you have like 60 or 70 combat stats. And even then, you're probably just fine using a Strength Amulet and whatever gear and arrows you can find. But if you like to optimize your gameplay a little bit, might as well check it out. Yeah, thanks for watching.